to our Instagram workshop. We're happy to have you here. My lovely colleague is called Ines, and my name is Kerstin. And we want to introduce Instagram to you today. In order to do that, we will cover Instagram theory first, and then we will go to the example case of VGT, the organization of animal rights that we both work for, and which is hosting this event. So we want to start off with a quote that you all read. Now we want to ask how many of you know how Instagram works or already use it? Okay, so many of you. Do you only use it privately? So many of you? No. So for your organization. Okay, how many of you? Okay. Okay, great. So my colleague will take over now.
Okay. I'm going to start with a little history of Instagram. Instagram was founded in 2010 by Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger. That's what they look like. Yeah. It was a big success. It had 1 million users after only 2 months of being online. And it also keeps growing all the time because it has new features, new photo effect all the time, so it always is keeping interesting for the people. The first picture on Instagram was uploaded by Kevin, one of the founders, and it showed a dog in Mexico. I just wanted to show you this because I think it's very nice for us as animal rights people that the first picture on Instagram was an animal. Yeah, in 2012, Instagram was bought by Facebook for $1 billion. So it's really huge. So as I said, it's always progressing. 2013 videos have been installed to Instagram, so you can upload short videos instead of photos too. Since 2016 you can have stories, we'll talk about that later. Stories is just short videos or photos that disappear after 24 hours. And also since 2016 you can have a business account, which we'll also cover later. And just a few numbers so you have a feeling on how big Instagram is. In June 2016 there were 500 million users on Instagram and 60 million uploads a day. Also 100 million users used stories on a daily basis. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you what we did before we started our account. So I went to my friends who are also activists and asked them if they would follow our Instagram if we had one. And they were like mostly, oh no, I already see all those ugly pictures on Facebook, I don't need that on my Instagram. And that's exactly what Instagram is about. It's about nice pictures, it's about a lot of selfies and food and architecture, and people don't want to see ugly in-your-face pictures on Instagram. So we decided to show the nice side of animal rights activism on our Instagram. This is a screenshot of our page, so a lot of pictures. We have food there, we have animals there, we also have a little of our events and actions on there, and we also try to keep it nice. We also try to keep it different from Facebook, so we don't want people to see the same stuff they already saw on Facebook, so we want to have something else for them. So now how did we actually get started? At first we wanted to have something to offer, so when people come to our page, they don't see a blank page and think, okay, what's that? So they should come to us, see our logo and a little description of who we are. And also we added some pictures and also tried to make a nice account so people would come there and think, oh, okay, that's VGT, it's an animal rights organization. Yeah, and then we shared our Instagram account on Facebook and also added the icon to our social media buttons on the homepage and the newsletters and so on, so people could just click on that and see, oh, there's an Instagram icon now. Yeah, and then we tried to actively, oh, you can see that, actively find people by using hashtags. We also will get into that later, but hashtags are little like links on Instagram, which you use to link your photos, and people can click on them and find other pictures that are linked to that hashtags.
Yeah. So now, as promised, on to the theory when posting. Some general information that all of you already know, that frequently post on Instagram, the texts are almost never read. Therefore, you should put the text into the picture. And questions are good to ask because it engages your community more, but you should start asking when you already have a community. So if you have, I don't know, 500 followers, not many people will comment, as we will see in the following slide. And posting should be a positive alternative, as Ines already said. There have two examples. So one is from Vegan Outreach. Tell us one thing you've done for animals, right? That's for commenting. They also have a really big community already. And the other one is Mercy for Animals. So on this picture, they got over 3,000 likes, and they only have 11 comments. So there you can tell why. The Instagram, with the algorithm they value comments higher than likes. But now onto the algorithm. So Instagram doesn't only show you the newest posts first and then they go to the older ones. They have a selection that you see. And since the implementation, they say that people are more engaged because they only see the content that they already liked. So if they liked Mercy for Animals, they will see posts from animal equality and such on, because they get content specific to their interests. We don't know the full mechanism now, but there are some pieces that they shared. As I said, there are different types of engagement. So comments are valued way higher than likes. And it also depends on the last login. So if you only log in weekly, you will see posts from 5 days ago because Mercy for Animals has a lot of likes, so they will show it to you first, and then they will go to a picture of a friend that posted yesterday and only got 5 likes. But Animal Equality posted 5 days ago, that will be higher up. The factors for the Instagram algorithm are, one, the engagement, so the popularity of the post, as I said. Also the relationships. So if your activists follow you, it's nice to follow them back, but if they don't post on a regular basis, it pushes the algorithm down. So Facebook thinks, okay, you're not as much value to them because you don't have as valuable relationships. Also the time factor, how new the post is, and the early engagement. The early engagement is when I post a picture now, a lot of our fans are online, and then we will get to the likes much faster than if I post on Tuesday in the morning. So you have to know when your fans are online so that you can take advantage of that early engagement. Also the time spent. This is very good for videos. For pictures, it's not that good. But it just tells you how long followers watch your video, and that's also taken into account for the Instagram algorithm. And another thing is the content relevancy. So you should use hashtags that are popular, but also hashtags that match your post. If you use the hashtag fashion a lot and you only post about animal rights, Instagram will kind of ban you and value you less. So how to use the algorithm in your favor? As I said, post when your audience is most active. Also, focus on the quality of the posts. It is good if you post on a regular basis, but if you post shitty pictures 3 times a day, Instagram won't value you high enough. Also use appropriate hashtags, not fashion maybe. Use popular hashtags. People seem to love the hashtag breakfast, the breakfast ideas. Don't know why, but they love food, obviously. Also, once the follower numbers rise, ask for comments, because that will tell Instagram to value you way higher, and you can just ask for comments in the way, what did you do for animals? How did you get vegan? What was your first step? Tell us your story to engage the community more. VGT obviously also has a business account. We went through a verification process that I did not screenshot at the time, unfortunately, but it works through the Facebook account, so you should be on that platform too. I guess it works through other Twitter and whatnot. And you have access to the insights area with your business account, so you can check how old your followers are, where they live, if they're rather male or female, and the percentage of all of that. So yeah, that just says connect to your Facebook page. Your business profiles have to connect it to the Facebook page, and they will copy the information. There are some old information on the VGT page. So it says there are 664 followers, and there are 11 more in the last few days, and then you can check out how old your followers actually are and provide content that might interest them more. Obviously, Instagram also has installed ads as Facebook because they want to profit from them. And you can select a specific target group. So as I said, if I'm into animal rights, I can choose the target group, people that also like mercy for animals, that also like animal equality, and go from that. You can obviously also decide on the country they live in, or the age group, or the gender. And the Instagram ads also work through Facebook, and you have a separate insights area. So it is advised from many marketers, as I heard, to have Instagram ads, but it obviously depends on your budget. And that's, I mean, you cannot see it very well, I guess, but the colorful thing says post your ad on Instagram, and if you click on that, you go to the ads manager on Facebook, as you can see on the left corner of the picture. So what is one of the Instagram formulas for success? I guess everyone has their own. But I would say you should decide on your content. Of course, we all do animal rights, but you can say, okay, you want to post vegan food pictures, you want to post animals, you want to post endangered species. There are a lot of different things. Also, what ties in with that is the formula. You can decide on if you want to post 3 times a week. You can post 2 pictures and 1 quote, maybe. Or just 2 pictures in black and white and then 1 in color. And the third thing would be to decide on your filter. That just brings the whole theme. If you have 1 filter you choose, and it just pulls your Instagram page or feed way more together than ours is now. Yeah, we have to be honest, right?
Yeah.
So, okay.
I'm going to tell you about the Instagram stories now, because that's what I do for our account mostly. So Instagram stories is basically a lot like Snapchat if you use that. It's you can post pictures or videos which are gone after 24 hours. So it's highly up to date. You can post something that won't matter anymore tomorrow, today, and it doesn't have to be as formal or pretty or anything. We use it to make personal stuff or show personal stuff, like sometimes the dogs of our office or something like that. And we also use it a lot for behind the scenes kind of thing. So we want for our followers, or especially for our activists, to see what we do when we're working. So we post sometimes pictures of preparations for events or actions and so on. So we want the people to see that they don't have to be afraid of us, so they can come to our actions and take part of this. And we want them to see that we're just like them, we're also activists, we're doing stuff. And I don't want them to think that we are people with suits and ties, because we're not. Yeah, as I said, you can post pictures or videos. Also, you can post special videos like Boomerang, which is a video that goes back and forth all the time, or reverse videos. it's very common to do that, although it doesn't really have any sense, I guess. Yeah, you can also put a link into the story, but you can only do that if you have more than 10,000 followers. And then there will be a little button on the bottom of the page and saying swipe up to see more or something, and then you can swipe up and it goes to the page that you put into the story.
So, and how do we do it now in practical information on the example case of VGT? Now we provided you with the theory first. How we post on VGT page. So we use hashtags. Of course, as I said, use popular ones, but also use some that match your content. Always check your message inbox, because there are some people that just want to have contact in one-on-one, and it's good to be reachable on Instagram.
That's also important if you switch between your private account and the NGO account, because you won't get the notification that someone messaged you or wants to message you, and then you won't notice that someone messaged you maybe.
One more thing is we install the media plan that we follow, and we would encourage you to do that as well. I have an example later on for that. And we started putting the logo on pictures, so that makes it look more professional. And then find people with your hashtags to engage them more in your NGO, which my colleague will cover later. Now, as promised, the sample media plan. So if we say we want to post on the 18th of October and we want to post Krapfen, which are vegan Krapfen
Donuts.
filled donuts, okay, good. A big supermarket has them now, and we posted them, and we had this in our media plan to post a picture of them. On text, I wrote "see Insta page" because the text is way too long for this little graph. And then we always put the unusual hashtags in, so we don't use Krapfen or Krapfen vegan or breakfast ideas on a usual basis. So we had to put them in there so that we can tie it in with the usual hashtags of animal rights, animal love animals, friends not food, whatever. And the same for the zombie walk. So we had hashtags like zombie, no fur, ban fur, against cruelty, Halloween, blood, whatever. So now on a very interesting topic that I like, are apps for professional Insta use. One great app is Repost, so you can take content from other pages that you like, maybe quotes that are pictures, and post them on your page, and it's totally legal, it's totally fine. And then I have screenshots of this later on. Then you can also use photo layers. This one is the app we use to put the logo in. It's very easy. Then if you don't have the symbols in Instagram, you can download various apps that have these symbols, so you can use a pumpkin or a ghost for Halloween, maybe. Snapseed has many options to choose your own filter, and it's really great if you want to try to work on some pictures. Then the best upload time for Instagram, that app is connected to your Instagram, and it tells you when to post best, so that you can engage in early likes. And another app would be Panoli. With this app, it also shows you if you have more male or female viewers, so some statistics, but it also lets you upload pictures, so that if I want to post a picture on 7 in the morning tomorrow and I know I won't be up there, then I can put it in now, put the picture in, put the filter in the text, and then it will automatically get posted tomorrow. So on to some pictures. On the left you have the Instagram feed, and I don't know, I like that picture of the ice cream, and I want to copy it on my own Instagram page. I can put the second one from above, unfortunately it's German. It says copy link, and once I click on that, it will show me one new share will add it. That's the Repost app. And then if you click on this one, you get to the app Repost, and then you can click on the new one, Veganista ice cream. Then you have it there. You can check where you want to put the logo of them, and you go on Repost. Then you open Instagram, and then you're in your normal Instagram back again, and you can cut the picture, you can put a filter on it, you can put text in, put your hashtags in, whatever you like. For the photo layers, you load the background. So on the left side, you see how the app looks if you open it. So it says load background image. That's the thing that you click on, and then you look for the picture. We put like Halloween fingers in there, and then you can put the next layer on. The next layer is the VGT logo in this case. You put it where you want it, and then you say done, or you can crop it, and then you have the picture with the logo on it. Another option that I said was Snapchat, and there you can see the various options that you have with this one. It's amazing, so you can play around and try it out. Okay, so.
Okay, one important thing we do is find people with hashtags. So we want to find people who already know our organization, but don't know yet that we're on Instagram now. So what we do is we search for hashtags that are kind of related to our organization, like hashtag VGT or something. This is not so great for us because VGT stands for a lot of things, and I have to scroll through a lot of pictures of cars and so on to find something really related to us. And I also search for current events, like for instance Vegan Mania, this is our vegan food festival in the summer, or the Tierschutzlauf, that's a run for animal rights. And I go through the pictures and I like all of them and I comment on them, so other people will see that we're on Instagram now, and people will see the like or the comment and think, oh, VGT is on Instagram now, maybe follow them back. This actually works, so we had a lot of followers through that. And also very important, of course, is use hashtags under your own pictures. So you can have up to 30 hashtags under one picture.
14. There is a limit right now. Yeah, 14.
I can use 30.
Maybe it's different for business pages and personal. I used 30 yesterday, and I have on both my business account and my personal account.
Really?
So it's.
I think it's the maximum is 30, but it's the best to use between 11 and 15.
Maybe. Here it's good to use, like, for instance, local hashtags, like Vegan Vienna. If people are in Vienna and they're vegan, you might search for that hashtag and stumble upon our posts. Studies show that you get 12% more engagement with your posts when you have at least one hashtag under it. So using no hashtags is probably not the best idea. Using some hashtags is better. I've never heard that people said that it's uncool or something to use a lot of hashtags, but I haven't read into that. But so this is just a screenshot of someone who posted a picture of stuff they got from us, like stickers and so on. And I found this picture because I've searched for our hashtag VGT, and then I liked the picture, and the people probably didn't know that we were on Instagram now because maybe they would have linked us. So yeah, the Instagram stories. How do we do it? So we use it a lot for our events and actions, so give people an insight what's going on behind the scenes. We always try to keep it nice and fun, like with emojis and so on. As I said, it doesn't have to be as formal or pretty as the posts. You can also add a location tag, which is always a good idea if you promote an event you're hosting, because people can click on the location tag and then see a little map where it takes place. You can use hashtags in stories. It's pretty common to do that, although I don't know if it's really useful for people to find in your story, because if you use it, there'll be one story when you go to the hashtags where you can see all the stories that have used this hashtag. so they won't find you particularly. You can also tag people. When you write an ad before your text, then you can tag people who are also on Instagram, and when people click on that, they can also find these people. And I also brought some screenshots to show you that. So this is what it looks like when you take a picture of some stuff I just threw on my table in the office. When you click on the white button in the middle, you take the picture and... Is this in? No. Okay. And then you can do a lot of stuff with that. So if you click on the little face button over there, it opens a little menu where you can add a location or the temperature, the time, also hashtags, and very newly the polls. And if you scroll down on this menu, you find your emojis that you have on your phone, and also some fun stuff like hats and glasses that you can add to your picture if you like. If you go to the pen symbol, you can add drawings to your picture. So you can decide on the color, on the size of the pen, and also up on the top you can decide between different pens, so you can draw something on your picture. If you go to the A on the top right side, you can add some text to your picture. Okay, back to the menu, you can use, as I said, hashtags. It looks like that. So if you write something, it will suggest you some popular hashtags that you can also click on. And you can add a location, that's the first symbol. If you click on that, you'll get suggestions of things that are nearby if you have your GPS on. So in our office there's some restaurants or hairdressers nearby. You can also just type something in. So it looks like that if you tag that, and if you click on that, it will open a map to show you where this location is. Also you can newly add a poll to your Instagram story. So you can add a question and it will say yes or no. When you don't change anything, you can change the text, or you can also add emojis instead of answers. So it looks like that, and if people click on that, you'll get notifications that someone voted, and you'll see how many people voted for which side. So it's pretty cool when you want to know the opinion of people. So if you type, as I said, into the text thing an ad, you can add or tag people with that. So if you start typing P and E, they'll suggest you Peter or something. It suggests you people you follow or you somehow engage with first. And if you do that, the organization will, or the person you tag will get a notification. So you see, you get the little one on the top right side, you have a message, and then it says someone tagged you in a story, and then you just get the story sent to you with your tag on it. Yeah, so if you're done doing stuff with your story, you can go, you can either save it, that's on the bottom left, the button, or you can send it, so it's on the bottom right, and then you can decide to put it in your story, or to send it to someone personally. If you put it in your story, that means every one of your followers can see it. If you put it in a private message, only the person you chose will be able to see it. So we put it in our story and send it. Other options next to just taking a picture is taking a video. So that's when you hold the button, the white button in the middle. You can also swipe to the right to the boomerang thing, so it will be a continuous movement going back and forth. You can have a reversed video. You can also have a free hands video, which just means you don't have to hold the button to take a video, or you don't have to push the button, so you can lay your phone somewhere and do something with both hands. If you go to the smiley emoji that's right there, you can add face filters to people. So if you go back to Kevin and Mike, you can add sunglasses to their faces or make cute little kitties out of them. And you can also not just take a picture, but upload a picture from your phone. So if you swipe up in your stories before taking a picture, it will offer you the the pictures you have on your phone. So I have a lot of cat pictures on my phone. This is an example of a story we posted just 2 weeks ago, I think, when our first zombie walk took place. We did this a day before it took place as a little announcement. So as you can see, it's a little text announcing what it's going to be. It has the tag of where it's going to take place, and as you can see on the bottom, you can see how many people have already watched this story. So here it was like 160 people. We always have like 160 to 200 people who watch it out of our like 600 to 700 followers. I think that's okay. I don't know really. So this is another example what you could do to announce like these anonymous actions, to just add the tag of where it will take place and a popular hashtag. Yeah.
So when finally planning for Instagram success, it is important, as we already said, to have an updated media plan. Didn't work. And I would suggest doing that 2 weeks beforehand. So if you sit down today, you should plan what you can do up to 2 weeks. Then also make it a topic to talk about in meetings, because then you can reach out to colleagues and also get their ideas in. Sometimes they have a totally different approach that you can also use. And also remind yourself to be excited in reaching so many new people interested in your NGO, because it's a completely different age group, or at least for us. And we think that's really nice. So, and then we leave you with a hopeful quote. Nobody can be sure to live the next day, but we all turn the alarm on, and that's how hope works. Thank you for listening.